Get that swig in.
Yeah, nice swiggity swig. Hello, Fantasy Goats. Yes, sir. This is the kind of special Friday, Week 13 Fantasy Football Lineup Advice Show. Alongside that handsome devil over there, the Commissioner Rhino, I am your shepherd. And yes, we are coming to you, Goats, a little bit earlier than normal because it is a special holiday. What's up there, Trone Goat baby? What's up, Trone mother loving Trone Goats? Yeah, a little earlier considering it is a nice holiday weekend. We had fantastic football yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Fantastic. I don't know if Trone Goat thought it was that fantastic watching Jerry. Watching Jerry all happy. What's up, J Goat baby? Happy Thanksgiving to you, J Goat baby. I had a CD, Rashi, Chase Brown play for me all on one team yesterday. Yeah,
you got a nice season, don't you?
Well, then you were doing a little dusting. You were doing a little cleaning, a little brooming. What's up, B Goat baby, Cowboys baby? Yeah, let's we'll get it. We'll talk. Let's talk a little bit about the games. Let's talk a little bit about that first game in the Motor City with the Motor City Kitties. We'll then get into the big boy game.
Yeah,
the big game. The boys.
So what was your key takeaway from the first game?
That is the Packers team that had played absolutely fantastic. That's the Packers team that is playing like absolutely at maximum output. That's the Packers team that played that second half against the Steelers. That's the Packers team that kind of sort of dog walked the Vikings just on sheer defense alone. There's a lot to unpack there. I mean, like again, they the line. I said a few days ago. And tell me I didn't, because I'm pretty sure I did. I said, look, if the Packers get a version of the Lions team that we saw in Philadelphia, and we could get to the Bears at some point. But if the Packers get a version of that team, that they should be able to beat them. And also there was some kind of like head scratching situational Lions play that, again, maybe Amon Ra threw them off, but all you had to do is really stop the engine. That's all they had to do was stop that engine.
They also left 9 points on the board. So that final drive, if they would have had to score a touchdown and gotten field goal position, they've had a better chance to win. This is the one thing that I notice is unless they have their old line working good, then they struggle. They struggle bad.
The Lions,
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how much Ragnu is going to help. I don't know if he can block
Frank Ragu.
Yeah, I don't know if you can block everybody, but you get pressure on you get pressure on Goff. You know, he makes mistakes. He can't get the throws out to him. And I don't know, like you said, I don't know about Amon St. Brown is his safety net. So you have St. Brown out, you have Brock out, you have Laporta out, you have all these people out that he has no safety. He's not used to having a safety net for.
Yeah,
now he's going to Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Tesla. And Damo now moves into the wide receiver one spot.
No. Yeah, they're a wheel. The way I look at it right now, at least offensively. Defensively, again, is a different ball game.
Yeah.
But offensively, they are a wheel with like two broken spokes.
Yeah.
I don't know of any wheel that could wheel, that could turn, that could spin. when you've got broken spokes. And I don't think Amon-Ra will be out very long, but at the same time, to your point, you're already down your elite tight end. Now you're down your elite wide receiver. You still have a Jahmyr Gibbs, and it makes it a little bit more one-dimensional.
Exactly. And then Campbell does not know how to make adjustments on the fly.
You pressure Goff with that team, okay, who's pretty good at pressuring, right? I mean, they're pretty damn good at creating pressure. Yeah, it was a tough day at the office, but let's give the credit. Let's give the Packers some credit.
Packers did it. They played a complete damn game, man.
That's
And again, we don't, other than Watson, maybe we don't know
Wicks, Dontavian.
That was this week, but Watson has at least been steady. Dobbs got a little bit too here and there, but
so this week he got 10 targets. That's wide receiver one, elite targets. Now, not to poo-poo it, okay, only 4 went for catches, and one of them was a bomb for 50 yards. So, I mean, like if he doesn't get that ball, which, by the way, the throw is beautiful, but the catch was even like
yes, it was, man.
It was like one of those baseball basket catches, right? Yep. His hands didn't go above his head. So fantastic play again. I cannot take anything away from that. Dontavian Wicks stepped up. But Romeo still 4 targets, 4 catches. Dontavian Wicks, I believe, was like maybe 9 targets, 8 catches, or 8 targets, 7, something along those lines. And I got it here, but I don't really care. 2 touchdowns he converted a huge 4th down. What's up, Goats? All the Goats are coming in now. They see that we're on early, so the Goats come in early. I love it. Who do I start? We're gonna get to all the starts. Oh yeah, that's the Packers team that dog walks their opponent, whether they're better, whether they're less, whether it's inferior opponent or you play to your competition.
Yeah.
That's all
they play the other competition.
They let that Panthers team beat them at home. That was inexcusable. Yeah. Inexcusable. Like, we know that team is much better than that. Much better. They put up 27 against the Giants. It was kind of like sleepwalking on the road. They still got it done with 27 points. Yesterday was how many points yesterday? 20 again, high 20s. 31.
No, yeah, 31 to they lost by 11, so 31-20, something like that.
In any event, 31. Yeah. In any event, was Jacobs 100%? Who knows? He contributed on the ground there. Have a good running game. Yeah, look.
He broke off some nice little runs.
If this team remains consistent, and we don't think they're going to win the division, but I think they still can. Right?
I think didn't they say in the game today they play Packers twice still?
The Bears, yeah. I think they may still be able to get the division. But if not, I wouldn't want to see that team on the road either. I wouldn't want to see the Packers on the road. I don't want to see that defense on the road.
They could play well, and one thing about the Packers too is the fact they could play in any condition because of where they play at. So it's not weather conditions is not going to really hurt them too much.
No, I don't think. No, that's why I wouldn't want to play that team on coming into my building. Imagine Carolina, huge hypothetical at this time, because the Bucs will probably still be able to squeak this one out. But hypothetical, Carolina wins the division, hosts an NFC wild card game, and they have to play the Packers in Charlotte.
Packers.
There's no way they would beat the Packers in the playoffs. Mm-mm. No way. No way.
You can never say no way because
I'll
there's a better chance that they do lose than they do win. But man, we've seen weird things happen all season. So
I get. I mean, look, if some freaky, fluky stuff took place, like when they went to, was it no, it was Brock Purdy. What was that? Remember that game, the Niners, where they went down to like their third string quarterback? There was no shot of winning. I think that was the Eagles 2022 run, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it was because they had Josh Johnson in the
It was
Brock Purdy.
it was a joke. It was a
Yeah.
joke. So yeah, if something like that occurred, then okay, maybe. Hello, goats. I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving day yesterday with family, with friends, with your loved ones, with food, with health, with great football and all that stuff. We're still in a little bit of a holiday mode. That's okay, goats. We're going to be here for you today, right now. We'll be back tomorrow. Normal times tomorrow. Normal time Sunday when we really react to all of it. And Monday, key fantasy takeaways as we reach the final regular season game of fantasy football. For most. Let's not forget, some people go to week 16 because of their league size. Some people start week 14. I'm not sure how that works either. Not since the
It's funny said in one of my leagues, I was like, why?
even
I ended up going to fixing it because I had set it for the playoffs to start week 14.
even the 10-team leagues, right? The 10-team leagues start week 15, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, look, majority. That's why majority. We start our playoffs week 15. Motherfucking goats. Michael B. Goat.
All right. Should we get to some of these questions here?
Yeah, we're gonna get to some of these questions. Of course, we are. I still want to talk about the Chiefs and the Cowgirls, as Tron Goat calls them.
So okay, the Chiefs. This is because I text you. This is my thought about the Chiefs. Unless they get a pure running back and have a good running game, this is what's going to happen to them because they can't be one-dimensional. I love Patrick Mahomes.
I knew you were going there, by the way.
Yeah, I knew you. Yeah, I love Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes can't do everything. You need a run. Look at all these all the top teams right now. They have a freaking running game. I mean, good Lord, the Bears put up 200, almost 250 yards rushing between Swift and Munga. You had the Rams, you have Kyron Williams. Even they all have a running game that can contribute. Because it's football 101, right? Football 101.
It used to be, and it probably still should be instilled more.
Yeah.
For a handful of other teams, right? But again, I'm not taking anything away from this take. It for the most part is probably spot on, and the only thing I'm going to say is that they don't care.
That's their problem.
They don't care. It doesn't seem like they care. They don't draft running backs high. That's number one. They don't bring in the high-priced free agent. Fucking Breece Hall was in their hand.
Yeah,
they could have had Breece Hall. No, they didn't want to spend.
They didn't want to get the third.
They didn't want to spend the third. If they're not going to spend a third-round pick on a dude on a second rounder from 2022, what do you think they're going to do moving forward? They don't care.
If you think about their Super Bowl seasons, the Super Bowl seasons they won, they had a good running game. You had the Kareem Hunt. You had the last year they went. Pacheco was a top 10 running back.
I would say it was a competent running game. I would say it's competent. We're not very with some of those names like a CEH who had one really good season, like a Pacheco who had a really good one rookie run at it until he breaks down, and now he hasn't found his footing.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, yeah, okay. Again, they don't care. They use their short passing game as an extension of the run game, and if they've got Pat Mahomes, they've got Pat Mahomes. They think that they could make up the yards in the air. that you would normally get on the ground.
Passing game isn't really theoretically working for him now.
That's right.
Do you think? All right. So if it stays the course right now, do you think that the Chiefs front office would have the balls to say we need to make a switch?
If they don't make the playoffs, or if they get, or if they're one and done, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if you're going to change that philosophy. When the hell was the last time they had a really high caliber elite running back like Jamal Charles?
I don't know.
Priest Holmes, and those teams weren't that good offensively. That's the problem.
I say Kareem Hunt, his rookie year, he was pretty elite, but no, they haven't. It's been a long time.
And they're still leaning into Kareem Hunt in the red zone. That tells you everything that you need to know. There's no other good option. Whether
just the Jags,
they may have missed on Brashard. They may have missed on Brashard. Pacheco doesn't seem like it's working out. He's going to be a free agent now.
Yeah.
At the end of the season, that's not working out. I'm sorry. And I got news for you. As good of a story right now this season, 2025, Kamanungai has been. There's no guarantee that he turns into the next freaking LaDainian Tomlinson.
No.
Because again, the pedigree suggests otherwise. It really does.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great question, and only time will tell, Rhino. I mean, I don't think they would. I still don't think they would draft one high. I think they would still. I think they would still value the trenches a little bit more. They have more. They have other needs that they're going to need to address and spend up on. Well, Chris Jones ain't getting any younger. And
he signed a contract 2 years ago. So I don't know if his contract is up.
Yeah, but he's like he's 40. He's 40. He's your age. He's old already. He's old when he signed that contract.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things I said to myself. My God, that's a ton of money for a guy that's like 36. I got a very, very serious question for Sniper. It's been on my mind it's been on my mind almost 24 hours. Are you ready, Sniper? But I think what would be more likely is if they try to get somebody that's already a veteran who they like. They need more offense. They need more offensive lineup. Their rookie is now gone. They're going to need help D-line. I'm not sure how much they value Nick Bolton anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if maybe they make a switch to GM too, because it's not like he's hitting on his draft picks. You know, they're either every year there's a firing, or we came to a decision between us that blah 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 that just comes out of nowhere, and I'm thinking the Chiefs might be one of those teams this year. If it stays, if the course writes itself, then probably not. But if it stays the course it is right now,
like through what 2027, I don't see.
Through the end of the season, 2025.
Now you're starting to lose me. Brad Veach isn't going anywhere. Guy's responsible for like the present day Kansas City Chiefs dynasty. He's not going anywhere.
But he hasn't hit the last couple of years on his draft pick, especially
neither. Well, it's him and whoever is responsible for personnel along with him, and it's Andy Reid, and it's Andy Reid.
Saying it is going. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, if one or two is gone.
I mean, if fucking Omar Khan's had his job this long, I sure as hell would want Brad Veach still manipulating the salary cap for me. Mel, I have like a multiple choice question for Mel, and then we could proceed. I love the conversation though. I do.
I know.
And yes, of course, in theory, they need a good running back. Look at what the Look what the Bears are doing with DeAndre Swift and Kalmanungai from, by the way, Rutgers, like Pacheco. Look what they're doing there. 200 and change on the Eagles.
And Ghost, this
Yeah.
is kind of conversation that we'll be having a lot in between season.
Yes.
So just continue to we're not gone.
Yes.
We don't leave.
There's no off season.
We love you all too much, and we love the in between season almost as much as the in season. So
well, it's the in between season that gets us to this season.
yes,
it's the in between. It's the in between lab work that gets us to 8-4, right? Jelly Goat and B Goat and the Chone Goat baby. I want everybody.
What's the first question? So we get to.
I want everybody to weigh in, especially you, when multiple choice. Okay, when Dontavian Wicks, when Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur are in the timeout and they're going over this fourth and critical play to kill the game, to ice it, to finish it, and Jordan Love now goes back to the huddle. 4th and 6. Rah, 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 rah. This is for the game. Well, this will end the game. And Dontavian Wicks, out of all freaking people, who's already having a great game, comes away with that catch. First down, game over. I want to know, A, is Sniper like at the edge of her seat and she jumps up? Ah! Yay! Is it like that, or is it B, like?
No, it's A.
A big applause, or C.
No, it's A. It's A.
It's the jumping up like out of the like edge of the seat.
Hell yeah!
Jumping up like yay. Is it yay or is it like yes?
It'd be all hell yeah. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a big hell yeah.
For me, it's just a smile.
The beer to herself, popped up and downs it. Yeah.
Getting, I don't know if she would want that on the floor. A, then oh shit, why did I leave him on my?
You don't know what's because
oh shit,
you don't know which Packers receiver to start.
Why did I leave him on my bench? Because because we have to like wipe the cobwebs off of him. That's why you left him on the bench. Hell yeah and loud. So it's a hell yeah. It's not a. It's a yes. No. It's a hell yeah. Loud. No applause. No clapping like to the TV. Like yeah, I'm proud of you boys. I can see. I can see some. This clapping goes on here.
I high five my dogs whenever time the Rams do something good.
You clap, right?
Yeah,
right. There's clapping going on here for sure. All right, that's all I wanted to know. Great game by the Pack. Great fucking game by the Pack. That's a team you don't want to play. That's a team that you do not want to play. All right, guys, let's go. We'll get into the lineup advice from the start sits. This is the Week 13 lineup advice show. If you're new to the channel, do us a favor. Please like. Please subscribe. We're working on the goal. The goal is 650 subs, 650 goats by the Super Bowl. Easy. Easier, easy. Let's go. Neil Patel, Goat. Let's go.
Vidal. Hampton's out.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy. I'm just coming off of the bye, but the Chargers are home or are they in Vegas?
I don't know.
They are in SoFi. I would go Vidal. Gainwell had a great game, and if it wasn't for that tush push play, you could take 11 points right off of that. Like just knock off 11 points off of Gainwell's fantasy points last week because of that tush push. So let's go with Kamani the body.
Yeah.
Who's got the full workload tomorrow? Probably the full workload Sunday. Michael Pete Goat. Is Wilson still a start if Harrison Jr. is back? If you're going to ask the Shepherd's going to tell you no. If you ask the Rhino, he may tell you yes, but I wouldn't want to start Wilson if Harrison is playing. Until I see it.
when 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 they were all three playing beforehand, before Harrison appendix blew up, he is getting maybe 5 targets and 3 catches for like 45 yards. That's it.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not very good.
So if
I think
if Harris is starting, then I leave because we know you have other viable wide receivers or other flex people that you can start. I have Wilson on the bench and then just see how it looks instead of just thinking that, oh, because he's done so good, he's now wide receiver 1, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not how it works. McBride's wide receiver 1 anyways on the team.
I believe that they will attempt to keep Michael Wilson involved, but by him being involved, I think that still means like being on the field and being an option.
Yeah, they have to keep the defense honest. So,
but I don't want the third option right now with a Marvin Harrison coming back until we see something otherwise. That's how I would play this. Michael Wilson is a good wide receiver for them. He has been for a few years now, a few seasons, but he's not what we think the Harrison caliber of a football player. And Harrison was doing better with Jacoby Brissett, right? He had he got better usage with Jacoby Brissett. So no reason I think that Marvin Harrison Jr. won't return dividends for us, Chon Goat baby. That the Cardinals lost. The Cardinals lost.
If they went out, they'll be 11-5-1.
They're a game behind the Eagles right now.
Philadelphia now, and they split their wins. And they might have. So
what I'm saying, well, I mean, Chon's right. It didn't help them that you lose to the freaking Cardinals. That doesn't help matters. But I mean,
and the Eagles split the games with the Giants, and the Cowboys won both. So they'll have the most wins in division in their conference because of that. So it's not over. Not the way Philadelphia's playing.
Yeah, he doesn't want to see Jerry. Man, I want to see Jerry. They won't make a run. Tron. I mean, they're not going to the Super Bowl. But I mean, it's a pretty freaking good story. It's a good story. Well, I'm no Cowboys fan here. I'm a Jerry fan. I'm a fantasy fan. I want Javonte Williams to do good. I want the receivers to do good. I want even Ferguson to do good. I want to see the defense do good. I don't want to see them fall on their face every season like the Jets, right? I mean, that's that. Look how lousy that is. Sit one, Rico. Because considering the matchup, one of them will have a bad game. I like the way you're thinking. So the Rams, if we go on a predicted game script here, that would take Rico possibly out of the equation because they may have to throw the ball more with Tet. But Rico could be involved in the passing game too, though. Don't forget about that. But if we think the Rams are going to be up in this game on the road still, but we expect them to beat this team, you would think that the Carolina Panthers may have to throw the ball a little bit more than they want to, as usual. Status quo.
I play McMillan or Rico because the fact that they're missing J.C. Horn and they're their top DB, Carolina. So the Rams might go up quick and hard.
J.C. Horn's not going to play in this game.
Concussion, he's out.
It's the best. That's their best defender. One of their best defenders. So yeah, the only thing I would say here is Rico could get a pass or two, take it to the house. We saw him tell Canales. We saw Rico call his own play, and it worked. But I would probably I don't want to really sit Rico. I don't want to sit Rico, B-Goat. I don't. Right now, you have two better options. Do you really have two better running back options? I mean, I believe you, but who are they? Who do I start? Alec Pierce, Quinchon, or Bucka?
Quinchon.
It's not Bucka. I'm gonna go with Quinchon as well.
Yeah. Indianapolis going against Houston with Danny Dimes having a fractured fibula.
He's missing a leg. Indiana
Yeah,
Jones.
and you could tell if you see the footage of him practicing, you could tell he's struggling. So yeah,
Tampa's playing the Cardinals, right?
yeah. I don't know how much play Bucky's going to get though.
It's true. It's true. I'm not very high on Bucky to begin with.
It could be a three-headed backfield until he is at 100% too.
Saving him for some sort of perceived playoffs that they're probably going to win by default. Probably. If the Panthers would have beaten the Niners, right? They had the Niners last. It would have been a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
But considering that they took a bath, the Bucks took a bath. The only team that won, the Falcons, actually gained a little bit of ground. So we may not be able to count them out just yet. The Kirko chains.
Yeah.
Who's that? Hunter? The Hunter. Or Brenton Strange. Brenton Strange versus Tennessee. Hold on. Stay with me. Tennessee.
I think they're number 8 or something like that. I think.
Yes, sir.
I remember. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes.
I'm fantastically happy about that. Fantastically. We're going to go with the Hunter here, Jelly Goat.
Yeah.
Is that jelly? Is that like for like Jelly Roll, the artist? Or is that just because you're funny? You're a funny man. You're a funny goat. Jelly of the month. What's your jelly of the month? Grape.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
Grape. I would do grape.
Or boysenberry.
Boysenberry. Yeah. I'm not gonna get that nuts. Bucka Rico Judkins. Wilson Myers flex 2 full PPR.
I think I go Junkins and Myers. Brian Thomas Jr. said he is playing, but I still think Junkins and Myers.
Give me 2 flex. I like it. Yeah, I mean, you could go Rico too. I definitely want Judkins. I don't know what Myers is gonna look like. I wouldn't be mad at Rico Judkins, but Myers might be in play for a score.
It seems like him and Lawrence have a pretty good rapport right now. So,
and Tennessee's absolutely horrendous versus wide receivers. They're fantastic against the tight end, and they're horrendous versus the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Only 2 teams worse, by the way. 2 teams. Only 2 teams are worse. So Myers is in play for sure. All right, Sean, go, baby. I'm down bad. No, you're not. You are not.
Don't ever. I try not to look at the percentage things because you don't know. It just takes one person on your bench to freaking go the hell off, Unless the percentage is like a 10%, then that's when you're down bad. But 48% chance to win, you're still sitting good, dude.
Yeah, man. The eggs in the basket. That's why you're kind of feeling like, oh shit, like a third of my team just played. But yeah, just got to see what the rest of the squad does. Trying to go, baby. The rest of the squad needs to light them up with the weather in Cleveland and Olave banged up. Would you start Juwan or Fannin?
I would start Juwan against Miami.
Close.
It's
close.
Yeah.
Close. Even if Olave wasn't banged up, Juwan is a good play. Even if he wasn't. Michael Goat. How are you, Michael Goat? All the best defenses are taken in my league. Streaming D's every week. As of now, I have Saints, Tampa, Rams. All with good matchups coming up, including the playoffs. Don't want to carry 3 defenses. I don't want you to carry 3 defenses either. You're going to keep the Rams. You're going to keep the Rams.
Yeah, they're fourth in strength of schedule, and they have a great playoff schedule.
And if you want to hold a second one, I suppose it's Tampa, but it's going to be the Rams. I'm playing the Rams where I have them, obviously, which is in every league.
Tampa's ranked 18.
I don't have any problem playing the Rams. B Goat. Yeah, you could. I have Saint drop. You could drop the Saints like a bad. You could drop the Saints. You could drop the Saints like a bad habit. Like a bad habit. Imagine having a bad habit. You need to stop. Drop them.
And Tampa Bay's ranked 18th in strength of schedule right now. But once they get help, they get Anton Winfield back, and then Dean back. Their secondary will be better. They won't be giving up freaking 300 something yards in passing a game. So the Rams and Tampa Bay are 2 of the best defenses, especially the Rams. Only giving up 16.7 points a game. And they just got healthier in the secondary with Witherspoon coming back.
Number 1 against the back, number 7 versus quarterbacks. I could even dig deeper. I could tell you how they fare versus all the PFF stuff. It's the Rams. I think next year I can draft wide receiver from the Packers. I mean, you want to live longer, right? I mean, because it's all, again, they're all bought into a philosophy. They're bought into the idea of, like, we all have to do this role, this job, this play. One day, one play, it'll be me. That should be open based on this coverage. And then next play, it might be me again. But then, it's too unpredictable. Can't predict it.
I do think, and we don't know how it's going to look when Golden gets back, but I do think like Dobbs and Watson are steady flex plays because especially Dobbs in the red zone.
Let's not forget. Yeah, well,
let's
not forget. This also looks a little bit different, and the different is good, by the way, depending on who you ask. If you're asking me, I think it's good. This looks differently, and it looks good because they're not funneling through the tight end.
Yeah.
Now, maybe that was because they didn't have Watson. It's fair to assume that. Like, okay, so then now because Christian Watson's back, I'm sure targets would have came off of Tucker Kraft, but now that there's no Tucker Kraft and Watson's back, I'd be curious to see what that looked like last season. That might be my homework assignment. I want to see what the hell Tucker Kraft was doing with a healthy Watson. And there isn't that much. There wasn't. It couldn't have been that big of a game sample either, so it shouldn't be that difficult. But yeah, let me sling it to Dontavian. Let me sling it to Christian Watson with a 50-yard bomb. Romeo.
Do some jet sweeps with a Bo Melton.
Jet sweep. Well, it works out a lot better than the 100-mile-an-hour fastball that he drilled into his chest.
Hey, yo, take some of it off it, a little love.
Which, by the way, I think was a 4th down play.
Playing dodgeball or something.
Notice how he doesn't get any more 4th down calls. Bo Melton.
Yeah.
What's up, KJ, baby. KJ. What's up, baby goat?
Vidal is a better flex, especially Hampton's out.
Stephen Goat, based on the bowels comments. Are we starting Bucky? I have Franklin and Wandelius. I could put in my flex.
Wandell is probably the best out of that group.
Franklin's not bad
Franklin's
against
good. Yeah, Franklin
against-
does Washington.
against the Commanders. Yeah.
Well, I know, Mel. I know who your dud is too. We were talking about it last night.
For this week already.
Well, so far, yeah.
It's gonna be Gibbs again.
No, sorry, Mr. Jackson, you are not real.
Oh, you lost me.
Lamar.
Oh, yeah. God Almighty, that's terrible.
And this is 3 weeks or 4 weeks in a row now that he's just been shit.
Yeah, he's hurting managers. No kidding. I mean, yeah, he's not there. And I think I have a theory on why. I do. It's that offense is stale. How about that?
Yeah.
We're talking about like Lamar didn't look that bad. Lamar was moving around not bad. He was moving around actually pretty well. But that offense, how about that offense? Is stale.
Offensive line is bottom 10. Then you have they don't have a pure number one wide receiver. Zay Flowers is a number one wide receiver.
Like, how about they get? And that ain't it either.
You know.
Like, they know what's coming. They know what's coming. Oh yeah, Isaiah Likely. Oh, he's back. He looks good. He looks good. Yeah.
Into the freaking.
Mark Andrews. Oh yeah, let's get Mark Andrews. Let's get Isaiah Likely. Oh, Charlie Kohler. Oh yeah, tight ends. We love them. Brisket been throwing the ball 50 times a game. I like Brisket. I like the Brisket. We didn't have any.
I don't know how much longer his arms will hold up. The game either.
We had a romp. We had a romp roast with the turkey yesterday. That was fucking money in the oven.
Well, yeah, that sounds about right. What was the season on? What was the season with?
I didn't ask. I'm not gonna ask that. I don't care.
I got a two-bone ribeye roast right now, seasoned with some porterhouse seasoning and some Worcestershire sauce. It's on the grill on Sunday.
That sounds about like what I was tasting a little bit of Worcestershire, maybe. Yeah, no, that was good. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask this girl, our guests who came over, like, yo, how'd you cook this thing?
I have no problem asking.
I'm gonna fucking eat it. If my sister made it, it's a different story. Then I'll ask, but without hesitation. Nate Goat.
What up, brother?
Get those Hawks ready, Nate Goat. Big time Hawks against
Minnesota.
Jake Browser. How's our Justin Jefferson stock doing this week? You gotta play him.
Interesting, man.
You gotta play him. AJ Brown is a top 3 garbage time receiver in fantasy.
The Cowboys can catch if they went out.
In fantasy, we don't care about that, right, Nate? Go. We don't care about garbage time in fantasy. Yeah,
no, I've won plenty of games because of garbage time.
You want to talk about offensive identity or stale offense? I think that's part of the Eagles' issue too right now. Like it's stale. They know exactly what's coming. They know the 2 best weapons on the field are on the outside. They know that Hurts is a weapon to take off with it. They know that they're facing a Saquon Barkley that just is not the same with an offensive line that's not the same. They know what's coming. Even the Bears knew what was coming. I mean, like, hello. But next week, the Eagles will put up 28 points probably. So
Hurts can't get any kind of rhythm. the offense can't get any kind of rhythm, and then it seems like it's in the fourth quarter when maybe they get in some kind of rhythm. So they could they make it to the playoffs. They could be seriously one and done.
Sure. I can't see this team making a deep run either. The Cowboys can't catch the Eagles. They are two fans behind the Eagles. Well, I think they can though.
Yeah, if the Cowboys win out, they'll be 11-5-1.
I think they can technically, but Trone may be speaking this into existence.
Yeah.
He doesn't want any part of any Jerry's or Stephen Jones or the kettle, the red kettle. He wants no part of it. I get it. I can't even show my Jerry graphics anymore because of Trone Goat.
But they have a schedule that's easily not easy that they can win out. That game the Thursday night game next week, Detroit and Cowboys, that could be a pretty good damn game.
Yes, they get the Cowboys coming in with the momentum. The Lions, the opposite. Absolutely. They could throw the Lions right out of this playoff picture and continue to build on their momentum for sure. Yeah. What are the odds Amon-Ra plays next Thursday?
They're waiting to see an MRI, right? I think that's the last time I read, but they're saying it's not going to be that long.
We heard week to week. He's usually, look, I was actually thinking about this the other day too. Amon-Ra, with the exception of like one game in like 23, I think, maybe his rookie season as well, 1-1, he's been remarkably healthy, durable dude. So I don't think he would miss any more than a week, but he'll probably be held out this.
Yeah.
He'll probably be held out this week. If they're calling it week to week and not day to day, it's usually a sign that he's going to miss a game. Cowgirls are too far gone. Trone Goat, baby.
Why you going to hate?
Let's not. Trone Goat don't like him. You don't like him.
No, he don't like him. That's okay. I respect that.
That's the end of it. PPR flex Parkinson's or Zach Charbonnet in non-tep.
Kobe Parkinson. They're not really.
I'm gonna go with Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, I think.
You got.
I think I go Zach because this could be the Terrence Ferguson week. Who knows with the tight ends? I mean, they're so spread out. It could be Davis Allen.
Rams.
So I go Zach Charbonnet.
Rams versus Carolina Titans 19. Zach Charbonnet. The Hawks are playing the Vikings. The Hawks. Seahawks playing the Vikings. Little tough for the running backs against the Vikings. Didn't appear that way for Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson didn't seem to have a problem, but let's not forget Zach Charbonnet. That's a different role. And yeah, look, you just heard me say sniper. Yeah, Isaiah likely had an incomplete touchback. That was, by the way, that's if he holds on to that ball, that's a touchdown for Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so there was that play. But then again, Mark Andrews gets going in the fourth quarter. Today, Colston Loveland had a handful of catches, maybe 3-4 catches for X amount of yards. And who got the touchdown?
Cole
Kmet. So, I mean, you want to play, I like Parkinson. I may play Parkinson in the tight end spot. There's a novel idea. Myers or McMillan for Michael B. Goat. Myers or Tet. I would go Tet. Closely. What is consensus ranking say for week 13. PPR flex 1 Tez or Debo. Oh boy! Now that Godwin's back, he's gonna eat up.
And who's going to be quarterback?
I think Baker's gonna play.
They're still saying.
I think Baker's gonna play.
I don't trust Balls. I don't trust him. I don't think Baker's going to play. I think Teddy Bridgewater's going to play. So I would wait.
How about this? Well, okay.
I go Tez. I trust Teddy Bridgewater to get the ball to Tez more than Mariota to get the ball to Debo.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree with that. I don't trust Teddy.
And you're perfectly okay to do that.
I don't trust Teddy Bridgewater to get the ball to Tez. I trust Teddy Bridgewater to maybe get the ball to Chris Godwin, maybe get the ball to Kate Otten, maybe get the ball to Emeka Ibuka. Maybe they lean on the run game. I don't trust Tez to get the ball. I don't trust Teddy Bridgewater to get the ball to Tez. I'm sorry. Now, Debo, on the other hand, let's say Baker plays, it definitely gives Tez a boost at that point.
Yeah.
And with Scary Terry back, I don't like Debo either. So whether if Terry wasn't back, I would go Debo over him, over any Tampa quarterback situation that we got. That's the way I'm going to play it. Snipes. Reed will be back soon. Yeah. Oh no! If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Reed will be back soon. Fantastic. Look, to make a deep run in the playoffs, that's good stuff. For fantasy, it's not good stuff.
It makes it even more muddled.
Yeah, for fantasy, that's terrible. Well, we have a good thing going here, don't we? What year's Reed in? This is 2025, and he spent most of it on IR. Third year.
Yeah, I think him, Watson, and Dobbs are all drafted the same year.
Watson is on an extension, and he was drafted in 22. Romeo Dobbs was drafted in the same year in the 4th round, 2022, who's not on an extension. Remember that they gave Christian the extension while he was injured. Like, as in, like, here you go, dude. We like you. Just take your time.
Even though you're injured every year.
Right. We like you. I don't want you to rush back thinking that you need to play. So yeah. So Christian Watson got an extension being a 2nd rounder. Yeah, whatever. Yes, Ron. Spot on. Going to the bench. That's right. Bench him. I'm gonna give you the same warning. I'm gonna give you the same warning. I'm gonna give all the goats now from today moving forward into next week because he already played yesterday. You're gonna bench him, and I get it. I completely understand. It's been 3 bad games now, and you're gonna be benching him at your peril.
He's got a good schedule ahead of him.
You're going to be benching him at your peril. So I just want to I'm going to make everybody prepared and aware that if you're going to bench him, which I completely get, you won't be too happy when you see him erupt.
I'm not benching him I'm only going to bench him for maybe a top tier, maybe a high end 2nd tier quarterback, but like Brissett or Stroud or I'm not. I'm going to play him.
I'm sure there's a handful of there's a handful of players, quarterbacks that you could feel good with starting. You could start Jared Goff. You could start Brock Purdy. You could start Jacoby Brissett. Would be a great option. Sure, Jackson Dart is a great option. Sure. And again, I get it. Managers are sick of the 6 points, 8 points, 4 points, -2 points. I get it. I completely get it. You're gonna bench Lamar Jackson now. You can't continue on like this, and it'll be at your peril. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Completely objective, right? Is that not objective? I think it's objective.
It is.
Pick 2. Warren, Genty, Harvey. Warren, Genty, Harvey. I like RJ against the Commanders. Sunday
Same
night
here.
football. Genty. New offensive coordinator. He's been getting work in the pass. He gets a lot of work in the passing game, as a matter of
So
fact.
I go Harvey and Genty. I think it's going to be game scripted for Genty and Bowers.
Raiders are playing
Chargers.
right. I'll get it right by tomorrow. Chargers against the running back. Chargers. LAC. Los Angeles Chargers are 14, middle of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I mean, Jalen Warren's got the Bills. That's really good too. But
he's sharing the backfield with Gainwell.
D-Goat. Let's go. Pick 1 wide receiver. Waddle, Tet, Olav, Sutton. Pick only 1. Jalen Waddle. Here.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle. Well, Sutton's not a bad play against Washington either.
It would be Waddle for me. Waddle, Olav if he plays, but that's risky. I'm going to back. Waddle, Olav, Tet, Sutton.
Yeah, I go Waddle, Sutton, Tet, Olave.
Rookie bump.
You're welcome, my brother.
We have a
please everybody hit the like button, smash that bitch.
We have a rookie bump alert in the district.
Yeah.
Rookie bump alert, and it ain't RJ Harvey. He already got his
Bryant.
Yes, Pat Bryant. I may have to put him in. I may plug him in. I added him. I'm thinking about it.
Do it, man.
I'm thinking about it.
Don't think about it, bro.
All right.
Come on now.
I played against Lamar Gibbs. You played against Lamar and Gibbs and AJ Brown. Amazing. Hell yes. Nate Goat. Look, man, sometimes it swings that way in fantasy. It swings that way, of course. Gibbs last week would have accounted for Lamar and himself. So, yeah, hell yes. PPR Flex 1. Jaden Higgins or John Minchie.
Ooh. Higgins is getting 7 targets a game right now. Going against Indianapolis.
The only thing I'm worried about, both cases, not necessarily Tyrod with Minchie, but Adonai Mitchell might surprise us or not surprise us. Because both of them were kind of sort of like they were doing well. Like they won their routes. They got open, and it was Tyrod that kind of like dropped the ball there. Higgins, what I am worried about is his quarterback now.
Stroud's playing.
Yes, it ain't Davis Mills anymore. It would behoove them to continue to involve Jaden Higgins. Yes. The Jets got the Falcons. Higgins got the Colts.
Yeah.
This is a John Minchie game. I don't like it though. No. Flip a coin. Who do you like here? The Falcons.
I like Higgins.
The Falcons are pretty lousy against wide receivers. I like Higgins too, but
I think Minchie's probably the safer play. Because Tyrod is looking at him like as number 1.
They don't have many options there.
That's his first read.
They don't have many options there, right, Bob Goat? Bobby G. I started Hurts. over May this week. He got 20. Should I start Sutton or Devin Neal in my flex? We don't start Sutton here anymore. We're done. We're done with Sutton. I'm done.
I would start Sutton.
I've been done with Sutton since July.
week one.
Since June. Since June, I was done with Sutton. You got Troy Franklin. You got RJ. You got Pat Bryant. Sutton's an afterthought here. Devin Neal's intriguing, considering that he should be getting all the volume.
But what worries me is we talked about this the other night is Taysom Hill.
Yeah. I started Hurts. Should I start Sutton or Neal? If it's PPR, you I guess go Sutton. Let's not act surprised, Bob Goat, when he gives us another famous 4 catches for 40 yards. If you're treating him as a flex player, that may not be the worst case scenario. It may not be. It might be a little bit better than that if you're treating him as a flex option. You've got another solid 2 wide receivers ahead of him. Quincy, baby. Here's the Quincy goat. I love it. Quincy goat. What goat started Lamar? Now I need a boom start. He started Lamar. See, Quincy Sniper's not the only one who started Lamar. Quincy started Lamar. Want to know if Quincy's going to start Lamar next week? Started Lamar. Now I need a boom. 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. BTJ, Myers, Higgins, Quinton Johnston, Brute, Charbonnet, Vidal. Vidal is going to be one guy, and I believe I'm going to go with BTJ if you need boom.
I go Vidal and Myers and flex, and then go Brian Thomas Jr. and Quentin Johnson or Bute as my wide.
Frank Goat, what up, Frank Goat, baby? How was the microwaved brisket? It may have been a microwaved romp roast yesterday, Frank. It was fantastic. But no brisket yesterday. I want brisket really bad. I want the Jacoby brisket. But no, it was a turkey and a romp. And I appreciate you asking. Well, how was the microwave brisket? Look, man, that damn microwave. If you got a microwave that could work for 60 minutes, probably longer than that, right? Yeah, fuck. You know how we do it here. Start defense. Cleveland or Houston? Cleveland against the Niners. Houston against the Colts.
I'm going Houston against Indianapolis.
I would go against you. I would go Houston.
Yeah.
We all saw what that looked like, and now they have extra rest.
And going against a limping, hurting,
and the
Daniel Jones, and we know what happens. Proof was in the pudding, right?
And the Colts
get pressure on Jones. He's going to make mistakes.
Colts are going in the wrong direction, as far as I'm concerned. They really are, unfortunately, because it was a really nice start. But we're gonna have to see what Carly's gonna have to do. She's gonna attempt to pull the right levers to get the Colts back on track. But here, the Fantasy Goats, we're pulling all the levers, not to get back on track, to get you forward into the playoffs. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. Content coming all rest of season, all off season. Well, there is no off season, Goats. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. You like that one, Frankie? Burrow looked more comfortable second half. Yeah, he's still a little rusty, but yeah, I thought he did too. And him finding this dude, Tinsley is his new T. Higgins. God, he did have 9 targets, only 2 catches. But out of those 9 targets, he had like he caught balls where he was ruled out. I think he would have had like at least another 2 or 3 more catches if he was just in bounds. But yeah, no, Joe Shiesty looked great. The last 2 weeks of playoffs, he has Miami and Arizona. I hope he plays the season out. Yeah, he's definitely going to play the season out now. Frank Goat, he's definitely going to play next week, considering that they beat the Ravens, and even if the Steelers win tomorrow, and the Browns aren't in the picture, who else? They would be looking at some of the other teams, like the Chargers, like the Jaguars, like the Texans, the Colts, even. Who knows what happens? You're welcome, sniper. Purdy or Bo Callahan, leaning toward Knicks. It could be a tough day for Brock Purdy. Might be a tough day. I mean, we know he's gonna do the check down Charlie with CMC. We know that. How much is he really going to air it out though against the Browns? How much? I would go with Bo Nix too.
I'm going Bo Nix against Washington. Yep.
I have both, as a matter of fact. I have both in the champs dynasty. The champs, you're champs. Where I'm champs, will be champs. I have both of these quarterbacks and Dak. I'm sitting Purdy. I'm going with Bo this week. Chone Goat, baby. The motherfucking Chone Goat. Who has the upside? Bo Nix, Jackson Dart. It's almost the same. Almost. Also, the most upside out of Olave or Jalen Warren.
I say Bo Nix just because of his weapons. And then most upside out of Olave or Jalen Warren.
I would agree with the quarterback for sure. And for upside purposes, again, I'm going to go with Olave.
Yeah.
I'm going to hope that he's as close to 100% as possible. He still should be leading the team in targets, if not pretty damn close with Juwan Johnson. Tyler Shook. He's going to have to throw the ball. We know that. Chris Olave.
Yeah, I agree.
Buffalo Bills better get their act together.
Ooh.
They're going to have to get their act together and run stuff. Run block is what they call it, but run, you know what I'm saying. They need to stop. They need to stop that attack. And then it'll be a good win, or it'll be a much easier contest for them against Aaron Rodgers. What else? Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Well, if we have any more questions, any more lineup advice to give you guys, if not, we'll be back tomorrow.
Wait. What was your takeaway about the game today? Eagles and you think this was a statement game by Chicago, or it's just Eagles just meh?
Both.
A little bit of both, huh?
Both. I mean, the Bears on the road. I mean, not just any road, but in Philadelphia. That's a statement. Ben Johnson did whatever the hell he wanted to. And what did Ben Johnson want to do? He wanted to run the ball down their throat. He had them guessing. Based on the way he calls plays, which is look. We all took an L here. All of us. No one could have expected this. And yes, was this schedule a little light this season? Yeah, it'll be tougher next season. But nobody expected this. The Bears are the number 2 seed, right? As of now, I think.
Yeah, as of right now, number 2 seed. Yeah.
The Rams, yes. The Rams, I get that. You all know my opinion on the game tonight and what's wrong with the Eagles.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
we
well,
do.
I mean, well, that's that's a different side of the
Yeah.
coin.
Yeah.
And you know what else wasn't brought up earlier? Like why is it so? Why are we so quick to know or think we know what the hell's going on in the locker room? We're not getting squat out of Jalen Hurts. We're never gonna get squat out of Jalen Hurts. And according to Jordan Mailata, they don't have any ill will. There's no ill feelings towards AJ Brown. He just
No.
wants to win. They all want to win.
Now,
Okay, so
see,
let's take those. Those are two elements right there. Then there's the element that I brought up. Also, like how much should this be put on the head coach? If we think there's a leadership issue here, and I'd love to hear from Bob Goat. I would love to hear from the Trone Goat. I would love to hear from the other goats, Frankie Goat. Is leadership broken in Philadelphia? Or is it a Jalen Hurts' leadership, or is it maybe Nick Sirianni? You know, you're not getting it from Howie. That's not Howie's responsibility.
no,
It's
and my philosophy, my theory, Chong, is they have no continuity going with the offense. This is their third OC. It's all basically the same offense, but I think it's different, like run schemes and stuff like that. And they don't have no identity. They don't know to be a running team because running game isn't working. Because if the running game's not going to work, the passing game's not going to work. But then they can't get the passing game going because running game's not working. They have no identity. They don't stick with one thing.
whose job is that?
That is the OC's job.
Okay,
Or is it next year? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. No, Sierra doesn't make the play calls, but so it's the OC's
but
job.
he's the head coach.
Yeah.
He's responsible for the 53 of them, right? 53, 52. And he's responsible for the I would say identity as well. What kind of team are we?
Yeah, and see, last year they had a good identity because Barkley was running the ball, but now, he's like what I've noticed with Barkley is he's running more inside than outside. Last year when he was breaking off a lot of those long runs was on the edge or between the guard and the tackle. A lot of times he's running into the offensive lineman too. So I don't know if that's his fault or it's just there's no continuity.
There's no continuity between him and the offensive line.
Yeah.
It can't. I don't think it would be along the lines of they're not calling the right plays for Saquon Barkley. Like I'm sure Saquon Barkley at this point of his career could sit down with this guy again, but that's us now. We're trying to take ourselves into the locker room, which is a mistake.
Right. So it's all guessing that
it's a mistake. But hypothetically.
Uh-oh. We're back.
But hypothetically speaking, I'm sure Saquon and this guy Petula could sit down and say, "Look, they're really on top of it in terms of when we run in between the tackles. How about a couple of these? How about a handful of these plays where we're doing some outside zone?" Well, Saquon, I thought you didn't want to run outside zone. Well, we got to try something, Petula. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. But that's not working either.
It could, one thing too is because the running game's not working, the run pass option isn't working either.
It's not. That's right. So when one follows 2, 3, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I think it's basically let's go back to the analogy of the wheel. Like, so the Amon-Ra's spoke is broken now. Laporta's spoke is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, same concept. There's an Eagles team where their spokes are like bent. Yeah, let's not forget also there's some injury on the other side of the ball and at the line. And you become one-dimensional. And you become now stale. We know exactly what's happening. I know you are the speedster who damn near catches everything at the line. We're gonna have to try to jam you as much as possible, Devontae. And you, Mr. Books, Well, we know what your game is. We know what your routes are. You don't do anything exotic, Mr. Books. So, I mean, we'll zone you. And if you beat us, you beat us. But it ain't going to be for 21 of your own points.
No.
And that's what's happening. And while all of this, while we just played doctor on the Eagles, ladies and gentlemen, they're 8-4.
Yeah. Yeah.
On top of it, you would think we were talking about the motherfucking Jets. They're 8-4 now. Rhino, Trone, Surgeon Halo Goat. How are you, Surgeon Halo? Frankie Goat. We saw this. We saw this second half collapse 2 seasons ago. So this to me, no one should really be that surprised. The only difference between that collapse and this one is they actually have a Super Bowl under their belt now.
Yeah.
And it's the Eagles. That media is not doing them any favors. They're not. The media is not doing them any favors. And then the local media then trickles out into the Rich Eisens, who I listen to, who I watch religiously, the people that he gets on. And I guarantee you he'll be asking this question, what's wrong with the Eagles? I guarantee it.
Yeah.
The 8-4 Eagles. What's wrong with them? And it makes for good talk. It really does. It makes for good talk. But yeah, here we are attempting to be in their locker room and what they do on Wednesday, what they do on Thursday. A.J. Brown put up 30 points. Yeah, we know what that Trone, right? Hey, we know AJ. We know what you're gonna do. There's nothing. There's no big surprises here. Well, we'll more or less stop you on 90% of it, and the other 10% we'll live with.
Yeah, Strange over Pitts or Juwan.
You're Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'd go Strange over Pitts.
And then I would probably, again, it's the Saints versus the
because Tennessee's number 8 and gets the tight ends. Pitts is a sneaky good play though, especially with London being out. So, yeah.
But the thing is, like, if it's the play calling. Like this dude who's now taken over as OC, it's not like he came up with his own playbook. I mean, he was there on the staff with Kellen Moore, wasn't he? I mean, like there shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be this type of turnaround for the worse on 4 of their losses, or really the entire body of work within their wins as well, because even when they're winning when they win, they beat the Lions by what, 10 points, 10-7.
Well,
I mean,
remember and think about this too, is one of the wins was against the Rams and they had the 2 block punt or 2 block field goals and a blocked extra point. So
maybe it is. You know what? I guarantee that he's part of this spoke. He is definitely part of this spoke. He may not be calling the plays at the right time, but at the same time, maybe that's where that leadership comes into the discussion. Well, what's Jalen Hurts doing with him on a Tuesday? Is he sitting down with him and saying, look, I need to, is he really saying I need to get number 11 more involved? But yet number 6 is much better and he's getting open more. Like, we don't know what the hell's going on in that building where, like, what kind of conversations is Jalen Hurts having? Appreciate you. Go
Sergeant Halo, how you doing? Full PPR start 1, Olave, Quentin Johnson, or DK Metcalf.
I'm gonna jump my motherfucking mic soon. Full PPR start 1. Chris Olave, Quentin Johnson, or for the bye, DK Metcalf. Let's start no DK.
Aaron Rodgers is playing.
Let's start no DeKalen. Chris Olave, if he plays, he should be playing. Hopefully, it's not too serious. For me, it would be it would be Chris Olave. Then it would be DK, I guess. DK, then Quentin. DK, then Quentin to Kalen.
Yeah.
To
Quincy
Kalen.
Goats. I got Swift. I love Mungai. I would not drop Franklin. I'll drop Sutton before I drop Franklin for Mungai.
Money guy. You know that's our money guy, Quincy. You know this. You know this, Quincy Goat.
Guards wide open down the middle of the field for easy touchdown. Hurst never looked his way and targeted contested Devontae.
I know we're gonna pick apart every single thing that this team did not do well today. Well, you know, a little bit of it has to go to this the Bear sniper. The Bears are playing out of their skulls right now, even on defense too. They're playing very good on.
They lead the league in takeaways. Did you know that?
I think they lead the league in takeaways. Yes,
two of the top 4 interception leaders from the Bears,
and just got their number 1 cornerback.
Yeah,
on top of it. I promise you, the Bears will not have this type of schedule next season.
No, they won't.
And while I'm thinking about it right now, we could rewind back to the Chiefs and their troubles at 6-6. The Chiefs will have an easier schedule next year. If they continue on like this, they'll have a 3rd place schedule. And I'm pretty sure that division hasn't played the NFC South in like years. So they probably have them on tap.
Yeah, they play every 4 years. They play the whatever divisions. Full PPR start Bam Knight or Chris Rodriguez. I'm gonna start Bam Knight.
Bam.
Yeah.
I don't want to start any commander against the Broncos.
Yeah.
And then Scary Terry's coming back with Debo. That's not gonna do much.
Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. And we'll be back tomorrow night.
I think wasn't this brother Goat subbed? It's all right. Appreciate you subbing again. Everyone should sub twice. Doesn't work that way. Chum Goat baby.
Well, if you unsub, then sub again when that's one.
No, don't do that either, please. Don't do that either. Am I crazy to think I may start pairing Jalen Warren with CMC as my RBs instead of? I mean, it's the same kind of conversation that we're having with Lamar almost.
Yeah.
I can't fault you. I can't blame you, and I'll support it. If you didn't want to play Saquon Barkley based on the fact that he's not getting us fantasy production, right? Saquon Barkley playing at Lincoln Financial today holds more value, obviously, but for fantasy purposes, I don't blame you. But I'm going to say, just like Lamar, you're doing so at your peril at that point. What if all of a sudden Saquon is Saquon? They figure, I don't know, they call up somebody from the practice squad to help with the offensive line. I don't know. Or Nick Sirianni relieves Patula of the play call. Maybe he takes over play calling. Whatever. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be fascinating. But if nothing stays the same, I mean, if it stays the same, if nothing changes, then I wouldn't blame you. Double up, baby. Love it. Appreciate you.
Steve Franco has 2 accounts, one on phone and one on his TVs. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Oh,
yeah.
Now that's fantastic.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
That's fantastic, man. It's like a man of my own, a goat of my own heart. Because you have, there's about 10 burners here. No, not 10. There's a couple for different reasons. Happy holidays to you, Goat. Appreciate you.
Hope all the Goats had a great Thanksgiving last night.
And the Bengals. Joe Shiesty. Joe motherfucking Shiesty. How do you like that, Sniper? Sniper, we watched the game. You saw Joe Shiesty. You saw him looking for Mike Gesicki. He looked for Mike Gesicki in the end zone. He looked for Mike Gesicki on several plays. Gesicki had several targets.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Hudson! Yeah, we love the tight end here. Touchdown! I think we'll go on that note. Now that's some dedication. What?
Yes.
All right, guys. I think we'll take off. We
Yeah.
will take.
Oh no. He his microphone went out.
Appreciate you. I do. I'm just trying to rattle the Rhino here. We'll be back tomorrow night. Final starts at week 13 before the rest of the window closes on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Sunday night, 7:25. 7:25. We'll react to it all. Monday, key takeaways, 6 p.m. with yours truly, the Shepherd. Goats, see you tomorrow. Appreciate you.
Be a difference. Make a difference. Stay blessed, everybody.
Appreciate you, Frank.
Yeah.
Appreciate
On
you.
all your accounts.
No, that's not Frank. Frank's only good with one man. Frank Goat. This man's a goat. Tell him, asking me about my microwave brisket.
Yeah.
That's goated. That's just fucking goated. Have a good night too, Sniper. All you guys. Peace.
Peace.